Where are you from?
Estonia.
My name is recording my voice?
Yeah.
My name is Jeff Fisher. And this is about election fraud. A place called Bay Point School, where they slaughtered over 35 kids. For more information, I want you to Google my email address and Mr. Albert Arnold Gore Jr.'s. It is, point to it, Jeff Fisher at algore@gmail.com. I want everybody in Europe, Africa, Asia, Russia, and everywhere else to know the absolute truth of what is called the Bush-Clinton crime syndicate, along with the Israeli Mossad and AIPAC, and how they have stolen our elections, caused 9/11 and the Iraq War, and how Mr. Albert Arnold Gore Jr. has been under death threat from Hillary Clinton due to Mark Rich alone since 1993. I did not know about this when she endorsed me in 2004 against Mark Adam Foley. Mr. Foley abused over 100 black teenage boys at Bay Point School, Key College, Davis College, and a whole bunch of other places. You'll find much more information all online. If you don't believe this is true, you can Google my name, Jeff Fisher, with the symbols, the words of Allah, God, or Jesus Christ, and it comes up. It is all true. I have filed court cases, and they even put me away in a jail for telling the truth. It is a very nasty crime, and they're covering it up. It is the end of the New World Order. I am a peacemaker. In 2003, I wrote 2 peace plans. One for the unification of Northern Ireland with Ireland, and the other one was Israel to share this with Palestine. One capital, but 2 nations. The capital is called Jerusalem. Salam means peace. I want all the people to Google it and then write to Albert Arnold Gore Jr. and I at Jeff Fisher and algore@gmail.com, because we're going out of the war game completely. We're pulling our troops out of everywhere. We weren't supposed to be in a war. A war can be signed with a stroke of a pen. We are going to have wonderful things for the whole world. We are no longer going to supply war material for anybody because we're getting out of the war game. We're going into the peace game. When a country needs money, we're going to give it to them for humanitarian reasons, and we're going to make sure it happens. Look what's happening over in Serbia now. We helped for one time, and then they didn't help another. The Clintons were very nasty. I didn't know that. I was endorsed by them when I ran for Congress. But what I know now is much worse, because Mrs. Clinton made 2 phone calls from the White House in the Oval Office to Bay Point School in 1997. Ladies and gentlemen, I have to tell the absolute truth on everything because I must, because I'm very close to God. Unfortunately, this is something that's not on the internet, but now we're recorded. So please excuse the vulgarity, but it's not as mine. I am just quoting facts. In the background of that phone call was President William Jefferson's voice, and it said, "Hillary, get off that fucking phone. It's monitored by the CIA." They are into a very large conspiracy with the Bush family. That war was not done by Al-Qaeda. Al-Qaeda is a formation of the CIA, MI5, and the Mossad. And the Mossad has been doing many things. You will find out how horrific they've been. But I write peace plans so Israel survives as a country along with Palestine. I have other countries to take care of. I write over 400 languages, and you will find so much more online, and you'll find I'm a very peaceful man. I'm just talking strong here because these people have been ripped off of their rights. They're turning our country into a slave state, and many countries around the world have become slave states. Mr. Albert Arnold Gore Jr. is the President of the United States and has always been. Mr. John Cohen Kerry sold us out in 2004. It's about a place called Bay Point School where 35 kids were mutilated. And it goes all the way back to 1996 with hard evidence starting in 1998, all discovered on July 27th, 2004. And I will not stop because it's about we the people worldwide and world peace. I am like the Dalai Lama, I am like Jesus Christ, I am like Muhammad, I am like the 3 monks. And so is Mr. Albert Arnold Gore Jr. We are pro-life, pro-prayer, pro-peace, pro-liberty. And we're going to make sure the whole world has that option. We're not going to tell other countries how to run themselves. We're going to show them why it's wonderful to be a democracy, but if they want to be something else, they can be. Look at Sweden. It's a beautiful monarchy. They don't need democracy. They already have it right. Look at wonderful countries that have broken through anyhow. You wouldn't believe the people who are behind it. But we have wonderful people too, like Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson. I was blessed by Martin Luther King 22 times, from 1966 and 1967. And the other key hero in this are several, but there's one the world must know about. Her name is Cynthia Ann McKinney, and she must become the constitutional crisis president, vice president, with Albert Arnold Gore Jr. And we have found a key person to reverse this in court. We don't want to give out that name yet, but it's on the internet anyhow for you, because we have no secrets from anybody. Like I said, I want this to be shown worldwide today to reach us. You call that number, okay? Again, I want this to be known that Mr. Mel Gibson is a wonderful man, and we're going to have this showing for everybody, and we're going to do it for the name of world peace. Ladies and gentlemen, that is one voice. This one is for my sweetheart. Her name is Jane Marlin Bowell, soulfulchemistry.com, and she's 6,000 miles away, and it's a religious song. Amazing Grace. I can't sing it right now, sweetheart, because I'm hoarse. Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. How blessed, blessed, blessed be I am because of you, Jane, and your love for Jesus Christ and for God, for thanking you for everything you have done. I'm going to bring all the troops home because the rest of the world is going to find out about it. Let's get this done, world, by May 1st at the latest. Let's force the New World Order out of this and make sure that we too have peace. So Albert Arnold Gore Jr. can become president again with Cynthia Ann McKinney. I will be America's first Secretary of Peace and Attorney General, and I will be releasing many people from prison who are on trumped-up charges. Anything that's on the charges of the Patriot Act, the USA Patriot, is illegal anyhow. So they're all need to come out anyhow. We're going to have to review cases, but we're going to have mass amnesty. Ladies and gentlemen of the world, the United States of America under Albert Arnold Gore Jr. is going to be a nation of peace, not war. There is over 500 billion gallons of oil in the Black Mountains, Black Hills of the Dakotas. There's another 250 billion gallons under Lake Oneida in New York. We could tap those two wells and close everything else around the world off and have oil for 1,000 years. Because this is not fossil fuel oil, this is oil being formed by the planet. That is a blessing from God, we know. But we're going to just use it to build plastics. We're going to go into alternative energy the way we wanted it to be, and the way Mr. Jimmy Carter wanted, Mr. Gerald Ford, who told me he wanted, but he got stopped. James Earl Carter is a wonderful man, and he wanted to bring solar into our country, and they stopped him. We're going to bring it. Not just solar. We got so many new ways. You're going to find out all my wonderful names and all the wonderful people. Please make it happen in the name of God.